Listen up, my friend. This moment right here, right now is the turning point. It's the moment when everything you've ever dreamed of, everything you've ever wanted can become a reality. But there's one simple truth you need to understand. If you want to achieve your goals, you must commit to them with every fiber of your being. When you commit to your goals, you are taking the first and most important step toward achieving everything you desire. Commitment is not just a word, it is a powerful, transformative force that shapes your actions, your mindset, and your path to success. It's the driving energy that fuels the pursuit of your dreams, pushing you to keep going even when obstacles seem insurmountable. Commitment means taking ownership of your future, accepting responsibility for your progress, and aligning every part of your being with the vision you've set for yourself. To truly commit means to make a decision that nothing and no one will sway you from your course. This decision must be unwavering, like the roots of a tree that dig deep into the earth, resisting all storms and external forces. When you commit to a goal, you are making a declaration to yourself and the world that you will stop at nothing to make your vision a reality. There will be challenges, there will be moments of doubt, but your commitment will be the force that keeps you grounded and moving forward no matter what. Commitment is the difference between those who wish for success and those who achieve it. Many people have dreams, but not everyone is truly committed to seeing them through. It's easy to say you want something, it's easy to talk about your aspirations and even set goals, but it's much harder to take full ownership and commit to the actions, sacrifices, and changes that are required to reach those goals. True commitment requires you to go beyond surface level enthusiasm. It demands a deeper level of dedication that often goes unnoticed by others, but is felt profoundly by you. Commitment is not conditional. It's not about saying, I'll do this as long as it's easy. It's about deciding, I'll do this no matter how hard it gets. When you make this kind of commitment, you stop negotiating with yourself. You don't make excuses and you don't wait for the perfect moment. You stop asking, what if I fail? And you start asking, what if I succeed? Failure is no longer an option because your commitment has anchored you to purpose. You will find a way to succeed because you've already decided that failure is not the end of the road, it's a lesson, a stepping stone on your journey. Commitment is tested in moments of adversity. It's when the going gets tougher that you discover the true depth of your commitment. If your goals were easy, everyone would achieve them, but the path to success is rarely smooth. It's often filled with setbacks, obstacles, and disappointments. This is where most people falter, they give up, they quit, or they lose faith. But commitment means that you are willing to push through the hard times. It means facing your fears head on, dealing with setbacks without letting them define you, and finding the strength to keep going even when everything in you wants to quit. What separates those who succeed from those who fall short is the ability to stay committed when challenges arise. It's not the setbacks themselves that matter, but how you respond to them. Commitment means standing firm when the world tells you to sit down. It means pushing through the pain, the doubt, and the uncertainty. I will not be deterred. I will keep moving forward, no matter how long it takes. True commitment also requires an openness to change. Achieving your goals often requires you to become someone new, shed old habits, thought patterns, and beliefs that are holding you back. Committing to your goals means embracing this evolution, even if it feels uncomfortable. Growth often comes from the places we resist the most. When you commit, you open yourself to transformation. This transformation may be internal, such as a shift in mindset or a change in your attitude toward failure, or maybe external, like adopting new habits, skills, or behaviors that align with your goal. But commitment means that you are willing to make those changes because you understand that they are necessary for your success. Another crucial aspect of commitment is consistency. Commitment is not just a one-time decision, it's an ongoing process. Every day you must reaffirm your commitment to your goal. It's not enough to be committed when things are going well. Your commitment needs to hold steady, even in the face of adversity. This requires discipline, focus, and a willingness to stay on course even when results aren't immediate. The truth is, success is rarely instant. It often takes months, years, or even decades to achieve what you set out to do. But commitment means you're willing to stick with it. It means showing up every day, doing the work, and trusting that the effort you put in now will pay off in the future. One of the key elements of commitment is the understanding that there will be sacrifices along the way. Commitment often requires you to give up things in the short term to achieve long-term success. It may mean saying no to distractions, giving up some of your free time, or making difficult decisions that benefit your future self. But this is the price of commitment. The goal you're working toward is important than the temporary discomforts or sacrifices you make along the way. Every decision you make should align with your commitment to your goal. This level of dedication often requires you to put your dreams before immediate gratification. It's about having the foresight to see that the rewards you will reap are far greater than any temporary pleasure or convenience. When you commit to your goals, you are also committing to yourself. You are telling yourself that you are worthy of success, that your dreams are important, and that you will not settle for mediocrity. You are declaring that you deserve to achieve greatness, and you are willing to do whatever it takes to make it happen. This level of self-respect and self-belief is crucial because if you don't believe in yourself, it's almost impossible to stay committed. Commitment requires confidence in your ability to achieve your goal, even when it feels like the odds are stacked against you. The more you commit, the more you reinforce this belief in yourself. When you decide to commit, you are also deciding to take full responsibility for your journey. No longer can you blame circumstances, other people, or your environment for your lack of progress. You are in control of your destiny. And this is where true empowerment lies. Commit to your goals and you take the reins of your life. You stop being a passive observer and become an active participant in creating your future. You make the decisions, you take the actions, and you reap the rewards. Commitment is the key to unlocking your potential. Without it, your dreams remain distant, intangible ideas. But with unwavering commitment, those dreams become tangible, achievable goals. When you fully commit to something, you change your mindset, you shift from I want this to I will do whatever it takes to achieve this. Your mindset transforms from one of wishful thinking to one of proactive determination. The power of commitment is that it turns ordinary people into extraordinary achievers. It is the foundation upon which all success is built. Taking consistent action is the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. Without action, your goals remain just dreams. You can have the best intentions, the clearest vision, and the most inspiring goals, but if you don't take action, those goals will remain out of reach. Action is the most powerful tool at your disposal. When you make it a habit, it becomes the force that propels you forward. When you take consistent action, you begin to build momentum. It's like pushing a boulder up a hill. In the beginning, it may feel difficult. It may feel like the progress is slower, that you're not getting anywhere. But with each push, the boulder starts to gain momentum, and eventually it begins to roll on its own. The same is true for your goals. The more you act, the easier it becomes, and the more progress you make, often in ways you couldn't have anticipated. Action is what turns potential into performance. Consistency doesn't mean you need to take massive leaps every single day. The truth is, success is often built on small, deliberate actions taken over time. You don't need to be perfect. What matters most is showing up day after day and taking steps, no matter how small, toward your goal. Whether it's 10 minutes of focused work, a 30-minute workout, or writing a single page of your book, it's the consistency that adds up. Over time, those small actions compound into big results. This consistency creates a rhythm that helps you stay in motion. Once you start acting consistently, you stop overthinking. You move past hesitation and indecision. You stop waiting for the perfect time to start or for all the stars to align. Consistent action teaches you that progress doesn't wait for perfection. Perfection is a myth. It's the action you take, even imperfectly, that drives you forward. One of the biggest challenges people face when trying to take consistent action is procrastination. It's easy to put things off, especially when you're faced with tasks that feel daunting or uncomfortable. The truth is, procrastination is a result of fear of failure, fear of not being good enough, fear of not knowing where to start. But the antidote to procrastination is simple. Start anyway. Take that first step, even if it's a small one. You don't need to have the whole picture in front of you. You just need to begin. Starting is often the hardest part. Once you push through that initial resistance, you gain clarity. You realize that it wasn't as hard as you thought. The fear and anxiety that held you back were all just illusions. And in that moment, you build confidence. You prove to yourself that you can do it. You begin to trust yourself more, and that self-trust strengthens your commitment to action. You begin to understand that the key to overcoming fear is simply moving forward one step at a time. But it's not just about starting, it's about following through. Consistency is key. And the best way to ensure you continue taking action is by creating systems and habits that make it easy for you to keep going. Habits are the invisible force that drives consistent action. When you build habits, you automate your success. For example, if you want to get fit, instead of waiting for motivation to strike, create a habit of exercising at the same time every day. Over time, it becomes a non-negotiable part of your routine. You don't think about whether you feel like it, you just do it. The same goes for any goal you set. Whether you want to start a business, learn a new skill, write a book, or get better at public speaking, it's the systems and habits you create that will keep you on track. Success is not a one-time burst of effort. It's the daily, consistent steps you take. Think of consistency as the small, steady drip of water that eventually wears down the hardest rock. Each drop may seem insignificant, but over time, that continuous pressure leads to massive change. Another powerful element of taking consistent action is accountability. When you take action every day, you are holding yourself accountable to your dreams and to the people who are watching you. Accountability reinforces your commitment. When you tell someone about your goal or when you make a public commitment, you feel a sense of responsibility that drives you to keep going, even when it's tough. It's important to remember that you are your greatest accountability partner. You are the one who must hold yourself to the highest standard and continue moving forward. But don't forget that action also creates results. Every step you take builds evidence that your goal is achievable. Small wins create confidence. Every time you take action, you are giving yourself feedback on what works and what doesn't. You get to see real-time results and adjust your approach if needed. And those results, no matter how small they seem, accumulate and compound over time, often leading to breakthroughs that you couldn't have foreseen at the beginning of your journey. Action is the teacher. It shows you what's working, what's not, and it forces you to learn and grow. And as you grow, your results grow with you. Sometimes consistent action means stepping outside your comfort zone. Growth happens when you challenge yourself, and often the hardest part of taking action is the fear of the unknown. But taking action, even when you're uncertain, opens up new possibilities. It builds resilience. You become more adaptable. You learn to thrive in uncertainty, and this is where the magic happens. Most people never reach their full potential because they avoid the discomfort of taking action in the face of uncertainty. But when you push through that fear and take that step anyway, you start to realize that discomfort is a signal that you're on the right path. Another aspect of consistent action is learning to manage setbacks. Not everything will go according to plan, and there will be times when you face failure. That's okay. Failure is part of the process. It's an inevitable part of the journey, and it's how you learn and grow. The key is to keep taking action no matter the setbacks. Each time you fall, you get back up stronger and more knowledgeable than before. The more you fail and keep going, the more resilient you become. And this resilience is what eventually leads to success. Finally, taking consistent action is a statement to the world that you are serious about your goals. It shows that you're not just talking about what you want, you are doing the work to get there. Action speaks louder than words. It's easy to talk about dreams, but it's the people who consistently act who make their dreams a reality. When you take action consistently, you begin to build a reputation of someone who follows through. You become a person of integrity. Your actions become a reflection of your commitment, and over time, people will notice. Opportunities will present themselves. Success will find you, not because you waited for it, but because you created it with every step you took. In the end, taking consistent action is not just about achieving your goal, it's about becoming the person who achieves it. It's about developing the habits, mindset, and character that will support not just one goal, but every goal you ever set. Consistent action is a way of life, a daily choice to move closer to the person you want to become. It's the key that unlocks the door to your